Hi and welcome back. I usually don't make hidden gem videos, but I love seeing them. I also love seeing videos like, 100 PS2 games in 10 minutes. I watch these videos to sort of find more hidden gem games, find more games that I will be interested in. And I found these two. And I've been playing them throughout the weekend. I bought them this week and I already consider them a hidden gem, a must play for your PS2 or Xbox, GameCube. I'm not entirely sure if these games are also available on those systems, but they probably will. So just jump in right on the first one, and that is Ghost Rider. Now, I did like the movie. I know Nicolas Cage always gets sort of a bad rap, but I kind of like his movies, and I really like Ghost Rider. And to be honest, I'm not a huge Marvel fan. I don't dislike it. I'm just not a huge Marvel fan. I'm definitely more into anime and stuff. But Ghost Rider, and by the way, the other game, are actually Marvel characters I really like. I mean, he looks really freaking cool. And it's a premise of a really good video game. Now, Ghost Rider is a mix between God of War and Devil May Cry's playstyle, and it's like a complete ripoff. There's, to be honest, nothing really more to say than that. If you like God of War or Devil May Cry, you're probably gonna like this game quite a bit. There are also levels between every sort of God of War level. You have a riding section level that you have to go from point A to go to point B, and throughout the way, these are really small levels, you have to go over obstacles and you have to defeat enemies. My personal opinion is there are a little bit too many of those riding levels. I understand in the spirit of the Ghost Rider that why they put in these levels, but 4 or 5 of these levels would have been enough. But basically, for every God of War style level, you have a riding level, and there are quite a lot of levels. I've only come across one level that took me 15 minutes to beat. Every level is like 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 2 minutes. It's kind of weird. And throughout every level, you have to load the game. You can save the game. It has to load even more. It kind of breaks the game apart. But I can understand that this is not a AAA quality God of War 2 style game with a huge budget. And for what it is, it's actually really good. It's a lot of fun to play Ghost Rider. I'm actually trying to complete the game right now, and what I found very shocking is the game looks pretty good. There's a large amount of detail in the environment, the enemies, and the rider itself. I love the burning head. To be honest, if you're a massive fan of Ghost Rider, you will probably really like this game. But as I said, if you're a fan of God of War, you want to have more games like this, go check out Ghost Rider. It's really, really fun. Now, next up is a funny one. At least I think it's sort of a funny one, is that when the industry or people outside the industry most of the time talk about very violent games, you come across names like Grand Theft Auto and Manhunt. But nobody really talks about The Punisher. Now, the movies and the Netflix/Disney series are very violent and they're freaking cool. He's called Jack Castle, right? Yeah, I think he's called Jack Castle. And the Ghost Rider are the two sort of only Marvel characters right now that I really like. I think they're really cool. And I love the movie of The Punisher. I love the series. And this game is so violent. Holy shit. So what I love about the game first, I only played like the first level, is that you have to sort of smash the door open. You had your shotgun, you have to smash the door open. And when you actually shoot the shotgun, it feels that you are shooting a shotgun. Now, I've never shot a gun in my life, so maybe I shouldn't say stuff like that. But if I see a shotgun and I see people, use it, I can understand there's a lot of force between a shotgun. And if you get shot by one, you probably fall over, and you know what I mean. And that actually happens with the Punisher. With a lot of games, for example, Devil May Cry, you have your shotgun and you're like, pooh, okay, the enemy got damaged. But here you basically crash open the door, you shoot your shotgun, and enemies are flying all over. The environments are destructible. It is really, really freaking cool. If you love the movie, if you love the Netflix series, you're absolutely gonna love The Punisher. Now, that in itself is pretty violent. However, you have to, or you can, interrogate certain enemies. You can interrogate every enemy, but there are certain enemies where you have to interrogate them to get information. Well, interrogate may not be the right word. It's more like torture them, like literally torture them. And what I find very funny about is that you get points. You get more points in the game. It's sort of a game based on high score, getting points. You get more points if you successfully interrogated your enemies, and nobody talks about it. Everybody talks about Manhunt, everybody talks about GTA, but nobody talks about literally torturing people in a game. You get more points. It's so funny. But it is really, really freaking cool. And with the points, you can actually upgrade Castle with more health, more ammunition, etc., etc. So there's a little bit of a sort of you really want to get more points, a more higher score to get, you know, a better playing Castle. And just like Ghost Rider, the game looks really good. I'm playing both of these games on my backwards compatible PS3. It's a little bit pixelated. I mean little. It's actually really, both of these games are actually really sharp looking on PS3. They play great. And I definitely consider these games a must play hidden gem. I'm gonna beat Ghost Rider today because I cannot wait to get back into the Punisher and interrogate people. So leave it in the comments below. Have you ever played any of these two games? I'm really keen to know. And also, to be honest, these two games really open up my exploration for maybe there are more movie tie-in games that are actually decent or good. Maybe there are a lot more Marvel games that are actually really good. Now, before you say Spider-Man, I have Spider-Man on PS4, and I think from all the Marvel characters, I think I dislike Spider-Man the most. I just don't find anything about him appealing. I don't really give a flying shit. However, the game was great. The Insomniac game was great. Now, I know there are two sort of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance style, were they Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2? From X-Men. Those are definitely games I would consider trying out because there's so many characters. So leave it in the comments below. Do you know any Marvel game that you would like? Hey, if you like Ghost Rider and the Punisher, Claude, go check out these games. Leave it in the comments below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Go buy and play these games. And like always, you're gonna see me next time. Now it's time for me to interrogate some people. Whee!